No one expected this moment. The crowd was buzzing, cameras flashing, and the music roaring through the Vogue World stage, until Taehyung suddenly turned toward Jungkook. What he did next left everyone frozen in disbelief. You could feel the air change. The audience went completely silent. Even Jungkook didn't know how to react. His expression said everything. It wasn't planned. It wasn't part of the show, but it became the moment everyone would talk about for days. As Taehyung walked down the runway, confident and calm, fans cheered wildly. But when Jungkook appeared moments later, something changed. Their eyes met, just for a second, but that second felt like forever. Every camera caught it. Every fan felt in the middle of the chaos. Taehyung did something unexpected. He paused, turned back, and reached out toward Jungkook. No one knew what he was about to do. The crowd's noise faded into silence. Even the photographers lowered their cameras. Jungkook froze. His smile faded, replaced by an emotion fans had never seen before. It wasn't just surprise, it was something deeper. It was as if all the years, memories, and emotions between them resurfaced in that one silent exchange. Some fans said it was friendship. Others said it was pain. But what everyone agreed on was this: that look between Taehyung and Jungkook carried a story words could never explain. A story only they knew. After the show, clips of the moment went viral. Why did Taehyung do that? What was Jungkook feeling? Comments flooded in from all over the world. Even Vogue World's official account went quiet. No statement, no caption. Just that one haunting video. Across social media, millions of fans shared emotional messages. Some cried, some defended them, others simply said, "This is what real connection looks like." The moment reminded everyone that behind the fame and lights, Taehyung and Jungkook are still human. In the end, that silent moment spoke louder than any performance. It wasn't about the event, the fashion, or the cameras. It was about two souls who've shared years of music, pain, laughter, and growth. And for one unforgettable moment, the whole world saw it too. Within minutes, clips of the moment spread across every platform: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Taehyung looked heartbroken, one fan wrote. Jungkook's eyes said everything, another replied. Hashtags like Vogue World Silence and Taehyung moment trended worldwide in less than an hour. Strangely, neither HYB nor Vogue released an official statement. No captions, no press releases, nothing. That silence only fueled the mystery even more. Fans began to wonder if something deeper had happened behind the scenes. A few days later, Jungkook went live. His voice was calm, but his eyes told another story. He spoke carefully, choosing every word, saying, "Sometimes, moments speak louder than we can explain." Fans instantly knew what he meant, without mentioning Taehyung's name once. Meanwhile, Taehyung posted a single story, a black and white photo with a caption, "Some feelings don't need words." That was all. No one needed an explanation. Fans were certain it was connected to Jungkook. The fandom split in two. Some believed it was a bittersweet goodbye. Others thought it was a silent promise between two brothers. Debates filled comment sections, but one thing was clear: no one could stop talking about that moment. Magazines began to speculate. Was it planned? Was it emotional? Did they reconcile? Even non-fans started watching the clip. Every frame, every expression, every glance between Taehyung and Jungkook was analyzed like a scene from a movie. Insiders hinted that both of them shared a private conversation after the event, away from cameras, away from the noise. No one knows what was said, but those close to them described it as long, emotional, and honest. Weeks have passed, yet the world still can't forget what happened at Vogue World. One small gesture, one unspoken emotion, and two artists reminding the world that fame can't erase real connection. What Taehyung did to Jungkook that night wasn't just a moment. It became a memory that changed everything. Even weeks later, the video hadn't faded. Reaction videos, fan edits, and emotional breakdowns flooded YouTube. People who didn't even follow BTS were touched by the raw emotion. This wasn't just an interaction, one journalist wrote. It was a moment of truth between two souls the world grew up watching. Though no one said it directly, fans noticed small things. Namjoon's thoughtful words about brotherhood, Jimin's quiet smiles whenever the topic came up. It felt like everyone in BTS understood what that moment meant, even if they never said it aloud. Taehyung and Jungkook didn't appear together for a while. Fans noticed the space, the silence. But sometimes, silence doesn't mean distance. It means understanding. They were both walking their own paths, carrying a bond that needed no explanation. During a late-night live, Jungkook softly mentioned, "There are people who will always have a place in my heart." Fans instantly knew. Around the same time, Taehyung was spotted wearing a bracelet fans recognized from their past, a small but powerful reminder of their shared story. In the end, Vogue World wasn't remembered for its fashion or its glamour. It was remembered for the silence, the kind of silence that spoke louder than any words. What Taehyung did to Jungkook that night reminded the world that fame fades, but connection doesn't. It proved that sometimes, a single unplanned gesture can tell a story that millions will never forget. What started as one silent gesture turned into a worldwide wave of emotion. From Seoul to Sao Paulo, fans gathered online to relive the clip. Edits with soft piano music, tears, and slow motion spread like wildfire. People didn't just watch, they felt it. Thousands of fans commented under every post. Why did that moment hurt so much? It felt like a goodbye, but also a promise. That shared ache became something powerful, a connection between millions who understood what love, loss, and loyalty really look like. Some fans noticed the smallest details, Taehyung's hand slightly trembling, Jungkook's deep breath right before the silence. Others said it was destiny, a reminder of how real emotions can't be hidden, no matter how bright the spotlight shines. Weeks later, even fashion outlets like Vogue and Harper's Bazaar couldn't ignore it. Articles appeared with headlines like, "The unscripted emotion that stopped the show," and "Why Taehyung and Jungkook's moment define the night." But still, neither of them spoke publicly about it. Behind the silence, fans believed something beautiful was happening, a quiet understanding between two people who've shared more than just a stage. The kind of bond that doesn't need posts, captions, or explanations, just presence. For some fans, it was healing, proof that despite time, distance, and fame, their friendship still glows. For others, it was heartbreaking, a reminder that sometimes love evolves into something unspoken, existing only in glances and silence. Then came the twist. Jungkook's next live performance included a song with lyrics about letting go but never forgetting. The stage lighting matched the same tones as Vogue World. Fans cried, convinced it was his way of responding to Taehyung through music. A week later, Taehyung posted a short video, him sitting quietly by a window, a familiar melody playing in the background, the same melody from Jungkook's performance. No words.
No tags.
Just silence. But the message was clear. He heard him, the fandom that once argued now united. Edits, art, and messages flooded the internet. This isn't an ending. It's a story that continues in silence. It became a global love letter to the bond between them, proof that connection can live beyond words, beyond distance. Time has passed, but that moment at Vogue World remains timeless. It wasn't scripted, it wasn't planned, yet it became one of the most emotional moments in BTS history. What Taehyung did to Jungkook wasn't just an action, it was a message about love, loyalty, and the unspoken ties that hold them together, even when the world goes silent.